Welcome on guys back, my name is Senki from Digimon and today we're talking about this decision what Bandai make. But Ultimate Cup hitting us on 4 days and they decided on to doing on Yokmok the nerfs that we're having on BT9. So that means Tommy is at 1 and Digimon is at 1. What decks can we play? What is possible that win this tournament? I show you this guys on the meta tier list. But first, right, left, head button, the thumbs up button for more awesome content and subscribe because you see here 67% are not subscribed. So subscribe to my channel. Now. Right now.
Right now I see.
Okay, we are here. We are here. I hope you subscribed. And now we're going because we want to go and grow big. And we talk about all the decks where I see them. We only have Tier 1, Tier 1.5 and Tier 2. The other things we don't know, we don't want. So I start first with Lilithmon. We have Anubis, the Lilithmon loop coming a little bit in America. Should be played, maybe they play some too. I think this deck is not good because we play a lot of memory stopping things in our decks. To enable the combo they can pop it of course and need to have more recycling, but right now we're having more focus on OTK combo till BT9. So Asian, Greymon, Alphamon, Imperialmon are really fast deck like Galatmon and can swing a little fast over the deck and he cannot build up. So I think it's a tier 2 contender. We having Commandramon. This is a really cool core. Commandramon, you can play aggressive, you can play like a little bit of control version with Sword in your deck and stuff like that, and killing other chambers, what is pretty cool. You're having Sword evolve up to level 6er, or having the security have Inferno in the security. I think this is the tier 1, 2.15 consider deck. I think it's pretty good. You can play it if you don't know what you want to play. But this is really fast. You can have your prime memory boost, finding stuff. You have a little bit stuff on doing well on this deck, so I think it's a 1.5 contender as well. Agent, the dragon flies on tops. This deck had no problems with the meta. It can beat Imperial. I think this is the only matchup that you can depend where high rules more. But if you have your stack and can swing, then you can swing. For my own, I'm preparing to playing Pedramon or Agent. So there's the both decks I see right now are on the meta because the deck swings over it and you are very confident. You have Burning Greymon to clear stuff. You having Atomic Blaster to clear stuff in your security versus Imperialmon. You can build a little bit up of that, or you can play really fast OTK combos playstyle. But I think this is pretty brutal. We're coming to Alphamon as well, or Yukon is for me a 1.5 contender. BT9 is tier 1 if you see my meta tier list, but right now I think it's 1.5 because it's missing some pieces he can break. We have Mulligan what he can help, we have a lot of searches what he needs to do to puzzle his things, but if Agent Pedramon is faster, you Imperialmon, not Pedramon, but if Pedramon swings a little bit time, having combo, then it's faster and you have a problem. Agent Beetlemon can solve the problem with his Imperial. The matchup as Agent is pretty okay. They need to have something as the opponent board. That's the problem why I think it's not so good. But Alphamon and Commandramon having something on board, and then you can swing over with Beetle, get your adventures, get your board presence on board, and can do Shivamon and other things stuff and need to control. This bad boy comes from back up and swings at your whole security, and then it kills you with a hybrid or something else next turn. Cherubimon is a contender pick as well for me as a 1.5 deck. I think it is a better version than Lilithmon because you have a little bit of control issue things. You're playing high stack DP stuff right now. It can die or calling itself to pop out and do something. This is a combo deck as well. You need to combolize and need turns because these, the dragon is on top because the dragon is really fast and the Imperialmon is fast as well. And that's why the reason I think it is 1.5 contender. Blue Hybrid, it's not that. I think Blue Hybrid is a tier 1.5 deck. It is better than these both decks, I think, with Commandramon as well, because Commandramon have only something on board, but you can, when you've spent out something, make 3 checks and they have something, the security Commandramon rush to you. You can play more Blizzards, you can play the Big Bird, the free something, you can play more Howlings, you can deny this one Tommy. It is not quite well, but I think it will is do stuff. What I think is tier 1.5, tier nearly 1 consider is Yellow Hybrid. I know Jet Zilfimon is at 1, but you can play Rice Cremon, you can play Tactical Retreat. This combo tells us Mario in BT9, but we can depend it on BT8 as well. We can play Geo Greymon, stuff like little things if you think they will play something, versus the Ancient Beetle Greymon if they want to choke us. Then Tactical Retreat, the Jet Zilfimon, put it out with Zoe again and do stuff like that if you want to. I think, or you play a version like not with Yellow Hybrid and playing Yerple like before with Diners Rush. I think consider to that is 1.5 with a version of what I'm telling you right now you can play. You have 3 days to decide if you can play, but I think it is better right now than Yellow Hybrid because it's hit. In PR Double Dragon mode, I think is still, in my opinion, the best deck in this format. It is play or lose. I love it. I play it, but sometimes you lose with both of these decks, so it is a triangle right now. And I think it suits really well as the first place because you can shuffle something back, you can swing. They can kill you if you have something. They punish you with piercing, right? These 2 guys are punish you if you play bad, but if you decide to play good, have a good list and good amount of playtesting versus these 3 decks right here, then you can overall win with this. You have a little bit trouble versus Blue Hybrid if something come out of the sack with versus Sour Joey, but I think because of the Tommy hit, the matchup depends on like really hard a lot. You can play Modoki Bittermon if you want to because you're unable, because they decks need to have memory boost and stuff like that. Maybe depends on playing more memory blocking things in your deck. That's the reason why I say, because they play so much, like these 4 decks played. As yourself maybe playing blue memory boost, so you know, man, sometimes you need a memory to do combo things if you break. But that's for right now. Armor Rush, I guess, is a better Commandramon deck. Suits better. It loses versus the 2cc matchup, only you high rolling, and I guess you are not fast. You can maybe stop the one swing with the big boy, but you can stop like getting punished, Saddam and Santi, unsuspended and then swing over, trash one, piercing. It's like not comfortable enough, and you are not faster than the fighter mode. So I think it can be topping. Because if you have like lucky high fire rocket high number things and spicy security, you can win games. But Mastermon, in my opinion, is a tier 1 as well, because the 3 decks, the only deck I think it loses is versus the Ancient Greymon deck, but the Imperialmon and Ancient Beetlemon, it has a really good matchup, because you can do Lucimon, destroy the dual tamer, the normal tamer to build up, because they want to have combo. It is a combo deck, so you need to have combo pieces, and Lucimon, destroy your combo pieces like Mastermon on the board that you can choke, they can heal up, they have a nasty security, but Ancient Greymon doesn't care because they have Aldermon. Now we have Galatmon. Galatmon for me is a 1.5 contender as well. We'll put Chiribui as a tier 2 deck. Like Commandramon was a meme. They came Commandramon, I guess, is the better version of it, but yeah, so like I like Galatmon a lot. What I talk about right now? Galatmon, yes. Galatmon I think is pretty good because some decks are nerfed. Tommy is like Hellfire and Yellow Hybrid as well, but you can play other one deck you don't need necessarily right now, so you can compete with that. But you are more big and need to have more combo pieces than the other decks because they are faster. You are not quite good as the Mastermon deck, so compared to Mastermon, you're like a little brother that are turning 8 years old right now and want to compete with an 18-year-old hot boy, and he smashed you. Yes, that's the that's the right thing to put Galatmon into. Sakuyamon for me is a tier 2 deck as well. It is good, you can control the meta. It is very good versus the other deck if they have something on board, but here you build up your huge stack, here you're promoting, here you're swinging, and they can compete with the other decks as well. Beelzemon for me is a better, is a slight versus version, but you have better matchups like Galamon. You like having more control board, having more destruction, can fill up your thing, and if you are rolling, then you're rolling. That's the quite thing that's pretty scary about it. D-Reaper. D-Reaper have no worries more versus Crimson Blaze, Yellow Hybrid, Red Egg decks. It can build up the stack. It loses versus Imperial Heart. It loses versus Masterman Heart. And Ancient Beetle can punish it as well, because they can Shadow Mensati the Gatekeeper, but not oftentimes. But you have a better matchup versus Ancient and Masterman, I think. The only things that you versus Ancient and Ancient Beetleman, because the red version can't suspend your thing. They can have a huge security check, but they have a problem with the Gatekeeper. I think it is a better tier 0.5 version. They struggle a lot a bit, but if you have something on board right now, if you want to have a cheap deck, you can play it. It's pretty good right now in the meta, I think. Next meta they have problems because you have an OTK meta. I think there is the Reaper not so good. But I will stay at least at this. I think Imperial is the best way to play. Second is Ancient Greymon. I have decided to do decks as well. I think Mastermon as well is pretty good, and these decks will not have seen. I think the 7th deck we'll see, because the Galmon is like a meme. They have such a player base, so they will be play and seen as well. So get the effects on, read it down after the tournament, and I think some blue hybrid guys will stay on that as well. But I think the player base will more playing in Piagemon, then they counted with Mastermon, then they counted with Ancient Greymon. This is my opinion. I hope you guys can have now your thoughts on your new deck. Tell me down in the comment section below what deck you're playing. I definitely want to know after you see my video. I hope you like it, and thanks guys for watching. Subscribe to the channel, like the video, and we see us on the next video, the Alpha Mono BT9. Bye.